Okay, so I'm going to go over the project, hopefully clarify. So on here, all of the components want them surface mount type, except for the resistors that go to the LEDs and to the motors, which motors come around and go on the end of the RCA. So I'll go over that in a minute. So those need to be through-hole resistors, so we can change those. This view here. So the LEDs, I say that they're pointing out. They're pointing out from the board like that, and then switch power. That's okay. These jacks right here. This one goes to power. Goes around to power two motors. Okay, and these motors are sometimes bigger. But we only need a current draw, or maybe maximum current, maybe like 2 amps max. So these right here are too big. We don't need MOSFETs that large. And so that's this jack here, and then this one right here that's just that is a normal audio tone for headphones. Okay, and then the display ends up on the back side, and I think you have that fine. And then the placement of these and the switch, I gave you the drawing for the box. I don't know. Yeah, so the box, you need to make sure that there's enough room. If you look at the drawing, make sure that the jacks, will come out the wall, or in the wall like this. Make sure there's enough space to be able to do that. For the two jacks, power, and the switch. The switch, maybe just a longer actuator, so you can switch it on and off. Okay, so that's talking about that there. So the operation on here. So I need a better remote, and also the receiver is this antenna is too small. The receiver needs a better antenna and better remote. So the operation. This is a test. And this is basically what the system does. Bright lights in sync with the motors. And then the audio, it has the same sync with the tone generating. So that's basically what it does during a test. Let me know if you need anything else clarified on here. So I think I identify that clearly on here. Like I say, the smaller drivers in this surface mount, and maybe 2 amps max is probably actual, but maybe use a 5 amp MOSFET. Okay, just a closer view. And this is just to kind of clarify on this circuit here, where we have, now notice that yeah, this is simple, just generating a tone off of the two. But you know, on here we have, we're switching positive goes to the ground terminal, and we're switching negative to the motors on that one jack. And then the yeah, the same thing with the, so we're switching, right, so that is basically positively grounded, or and we're switching the negative side. And I think that's clear in the diagrams. Yeah, so, and this is normal, where we have ground and then positive to the left and right, or the signal. So that was the only difference. Like I said, it's this one right here that's kind of backwards. Okay, I think that's all that you are needing. Yeah, please ask me any other questions. Oh, there's a larger motor, but we use sometimes. That's too big. And this, see, this is a more complicated board. This is one board, and inside here, it's Arduino. So when I hook this board up to my computer, the IDE thinks that this is this board is the same as the Nano. This one's too complicated for this project, but that's what I want. And I already made that clear with you in our discussion. And yeah, bigger antenna, need a good antenna. Hopefully, you can put it on the board. And then I also need for every board I purchase, I need a power supply. Okay, thank you.